It's not a decision that we made based on, looking out the window and how wet things are in 2022.
Manitoba soybean farmers fighting wet conditions now have a few more days to get their crop in the ground, with seeding deadlines for crop insurance being extended in the province. David Van Dynes with the Manitoba Agricultural Services Corporation hopes the additional time will help farmers who wanted to plant soybeans this year stick with their original plan.
They already had plans to seed soybeans in a particular field. Hopefully that field will dry up by the new deadlines that are established, and it allows them to continue that. We just see soybeans as such an important crop for Manitoba.
Van Dynes says the new seeding deadlines will be permanent, and the extensions range from 2 to 5 days depending on the areas being planted. Van Dynes expects not everyone will be able to seed soy, even with the extension, due to the extreme amounts of water on some fields in southern and central Manitoba. Farmers unable to seed by June 20th due to wet conditions are eligible for excess moisture insurance.
We fully expect to have some claims this year, just the way things are shaping up. And, ideally every acre gets seeded. Don't get me wrong, that would be ideal, but I'm just not sure that's realistic at this point.
According to Statistics Canada, the country produced more than 6.2 million metric tons of soybeans in 2021, with the most soy grown in Ontario, followed by Quebec, the Maritimes, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan. With the price of fertilizer doubling in the last year, soybeans are an attractive crop for farmers. As a legume, soybeans have the ability to help put nitrogen back into the soil, reducing the need for inputs.
So that is an economic advantage for farmers.
Daryl Domitrick, Executive Director of Manitoba Pulse and Soybean Growers, says global conflicts and supply chain disruptions will make Canadian-grown soy increasingly valuable to global markets.
Especially in times where supply is being rationed for a lot of different crops.
Delayed seeding is going to put added stress on the farming communities.
Bill Campbell, president of Keystone Agricultural Producers, says the soybean planting extension will help some farmers, while others will switch to alternative crops. Some will choose to plant after the insurance deadline at an increased risk to their bottom line. No matter the choice, when fields dry, Campbell says farmers will work around the clock to make planting and harvesting possible. Campbell cautions those traveling through agricultural areas to be on the lookout for farming machinery on the road.
This equipment is large and it doesn't stop quickly, it doesn't turn quickly, you can't just scoot by it and some of those aspects. So to be the public to be aware of their surroundings when they're out on the road and be aware of the equipment.
In Winnipeg, Mark Neufeld, City News.